No answer. What is the meaning of fixed cost here? Okay, let's see. We give the example. You have you want to produce 1,000 units of product, and also you want at the other time you want to produce tadi berapa 1,000 1,000. Okay, now 10,000. What happened to the fixed cost? Okay, fixed cost remain constant. Okay, what is the example of the fixed cost? That okay, good. Like rental salaries. Okay, salaries for maybe engineers can be in the fixed, not fixed cost lah. The indirect cost, indirect cost. Material is not. Material is not under fixed cost. But rental is okay. Rental is under fixed cost. Vehicles is under fixed cost. Like you see in the balance sheet, you have the fixed cost, right? Okay, if you want to, let's say you want to produce 1,000, you still need to pay the rental, building ke, you still need to pay the vehicles that you buy monthly. Tak kisahlah you keluarkan 1,000 ke 10,000, still you need to pay dia punya sewa, need to pay dia punya bulanan beli van dan sebagainya, transport dan sebagainya. So that is the meaning of fixed cost. Remain constant. So this is the tricky ataupun this is the strategy that you have to use after this. Okay, and also you also have one more line here. It depends on the quantity. Okay, we call it as variable cost. Okay, variable cost normally friend with the Q here. And the formula, the variable cost times Q. Because always depends on the quantity. And let's say you want to produce 1,000 units. And also you want to produce the other time maybe you want to produce 10,000 units. So let's say the variable cost is wages. Wages. Okay, 1,000 units. The wages maybe sekian-sekian lah. Once with some amount. But if want to produce 10,000, must be the wages higher lah, because you take more workers kan. You want to use more workers to produce the product. And also maybe the materials. 1,000 and 10,000 is not the same. So it is variable cost. Faham variable cost sangat bergantung pada quantity. Okay. So now you want to combine these two and become a total cost. We call it as total cost. So total cost equal to fixed cost. That's why you can see dia punya line ni naik atas, because you consider this fixed cost tadi. Dia naik fixed cost and variable cost. So variable cost tadi kat sini, now going to this up lah. So total cost equal to fixed cost plus variable cost Q. Jangan lupa lah Q ni. Normally you forgot about this. You always put FC plus BC. Always put BC Q. Okay. And you also have one more line. This one represents with sales. You have sales here. Okay, sales equal to price times quantity. Price times quantity. Okay. Now, you also have here the zone at the right side here, upper side here. So what is this? What is this green zone here? Okay, profit. The region answer profit. Okay, this is profit. Okay, good. Okay, what is this? What is the zone here? Okay, here, the red zone. Oh, Khairul pun jawab profit. Okay. This one is another one lah. What is the red zone? And how do you know this one is profit and this one is red? Cubalah jawab. Jawab cakap. Bila tulis ni lambat, saya pun kadang tak nampak ni. Tak punya tulisan. Jawab je, salah tak apa. Adalah juga saya kawan nak bercakap. What is the meaning of red zone here? Kena cepat ni, hujan lain macam ni nak lompat semacam ni. Baik, senyap dah. Soal saya ni. This one is loss, This one is loss. Okay, how do you know this one is profit and this one is loss? By looking at this line, If the line is for the sales ni up higher than this total cost, so here is profit. And now you can see yang kuning ni pula, this one is total cost higher than this sales, so this one is loss. Okay, what about this one? You have the apa kat sini, the intersection here, Okay, what is the meaning of this one?
Break-even point.
Yes, very good. Baru dengar suara. This one is break-even point. Okay, this is BEP. Okay, now you have an equation. Profit equal to sales minus total cost. So you just pegang, hold this formula and also this graph. Okay, now you go to the by using the equation. Equation means profit equal to sales minus total cost. So you just play around with the formula here. What is the sales? Sales is price kali Q, price times Q. Total cost consists of two elements, variable cost and fixed cost. So total cost is fixed cost and variable cost here. And when you omit the bracket ni, so you get this minus lah, these two minus lah. And at break-even point, the profit is 0. Here, 0. So you can get sales is equal to total cost. Total cost bring to here. Then you get sales equal to total cost if you talk about the break-even point. Okay, also you have the accounting format. Accounting format, this one is marginal costing. Like I said before, you have sales minus variable cost, you get contribution, minus the fixed cost, you get the net profit. Okay. Okay, now we go to the example. A company produces a product and sells it at 20 ringgit per unit. Okay, sells it at 20 ringgit per unit. Okay, marginal cost is 12 ringgit per unit. And the fixed cost is 120,000 per year. Okay, so you have to identify which one is sales, which one is variable cost, which one is fixed cost. Okay, the question is calculate what is the number of units for the break-even point. Okay, what is the sales? When you get the units of break-even point, then you want to use these units to identify what is the sales, and that is the meaning sales in to break even, sales in RM to break even. You use this number, break even punya number ni, the quantity, to get the sales number lah, and sales ringgit. Okay, then contribution to sales. Contribution means you have to use the format of accounting lah. The contribution to sales, the ratio of contribution to sales, cost to sales, contribution to sales. And then you have quantity of sales that will generate 40,000 profit per year. You have to identify the quantity of sales, the sales in RM per year that will generate 40,000 profit. And then, okay, case study, if variable cost increases to 30 ringgit per unit, and fixed cost increases to 140,000 per year. Unit sales price has not changed. And what unit of sales is required to achieve target profit of 40,000 per year? Okay, now we want to answer from A to F by using this information. Okay, so you have the apa ni dia punya how to solve the problem in the slides, how to get the break-even point, and then how to solve the problem of sales in ringgit. Okay, and also how to get the ratio, contribution to sales and contribution to sales, and then sales unit to generate profit, 40,000 per year, and then sales per year that generates profit, and then the case study, and then you apa ni nama, you draw the break-even point, graph. Okay. Okay, now we go to this part. Okay, go to the off to stage. Okay, how to solve this problem? The first one, the number of unit for break even. Okay, you know that the formula is what? You have for the break even, you know that, okay, this one is A. You know that the sales equal to total cost, and that is the break even point. Okay, so that means you have, okay, this is sales and this is total cost. Fixed cost plus the variable cost. This one is total cost. Okay, and here is the sales. Okay, now number of units for break even. So this one and we want to find out what is the number here and the units here. So sales equal to total cost. Here the sales is 20 Q. Sales is price kali Q, and then the total cost is fixed cost plus variable cost Q. Okay, now what is the 20 Q fixed cost is 120 K. K ni ribu lah. Plus the variable cost here, marginal cost means variable cost, well, Q. So very easy to solve lah. 20Q just bring here, and you get the answer. What is the Q? 15K, 15,000 lah. So you get number of unit for break even is 15,000. Okay, now go to the P. What is the sales by using the quantity of break even? So sales is price times Q. So your price is 20 ringgit, and your break even number is 15,000 and 15K. So you get the number is 300,000. Okay, very simple. Go to the C. Okay, contribution to sales. Okay, this part you have to use the format account, the account format. Okay, you have the format, the account format. Okay, sales, minus variable cost. Okay, sales minus variable cost is your sales. Your sales is 300,000, and your variable cost is variable cost. Okay, now you get you have to calculate dia punya variable cost. Okay, variable cost is 12Q tadi, times 15,000. So it is, sorry, okay, 180,000. Okay, so you get the contribution. Okay, contribution 120,000. And then you soalan dia ialah contribution to sales. Dah cukup. So the contribution to sales maknanya contribution to sales. So contribution to sales ataupun contribution divided by sales lah. And so you have the contribution is 120,000. And then the sales is 300,000. So you get what? 410. Ataupun kalau just number like this one lah, and 0.4. And if ratio this one actually, if you the question asks you for 10, okay. And then the sale, the quantity of sales that will generate 40,000 profit per year. Macam nak buat sales per year that will generate 40,000 profit. So you know what is the profit, right? So your profit is 40,000, and sales, this one is formula, sales minus total cost. So the profit is 40,000, and your sales is 20Q, right? Okay, then you have the fixed cost plus fixed cost variable cost Q. Okay. Okay, then you settle dia punya number and settle dia punya Q ni. And so 40,000. Your fixed cost is what? 120, variable cost is 12. So you will get semua. Then Q 20 and 12. The Q is 20,000. The Q is 20,000. Okay, senang lagi. Malah senang ya. Sebenarnya break-even point ni senang je. Cuma nak revision je. Okay. This one, D. Okay, now go to the E. Okay, E. Sales. E dah Oh, ni sales quantity that will generate. Okay, now sales in RM per year that will generate 40,000. Okay, what is the apa ni dia punya beza? Sales that will generate 40,000. Okay, cuba buat E tu. Saya je cakap. Sekejap saya nak petikan juga. Sorry, hujan. Apa tadi soalan ni? Okay, sales in RM per year that will generate 40,000. Okay, how do you want to solve? By using the number of E ni you get the quantity is berapa tadi? 20 kan? Okay, by using the quantity of 20,000 tadi, okay, you know that sales equal to price times Q. Right. Okay, price dia berapa? 20 tadi, 20 kan? 20 ringgit per unit kan? Quantity is, you use the E here. And this one is RM per unit. Kalau nak main ni lah, unit And then quantity is 20 tadi, 20,000. 20,000 unit. So unit mati tinggal RM So you get 40. Berapa tadi? 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. 100,000 ringgit. Okay. And then F. Okay, F. Macam mana nak selesaikan? How to solve the problem of F? If variable cost increase to 13 ringgit, okay, be careful with this sentence ni. Increase to. If variable cost increase to. Okay, you know that the punya formula is profit equal to sales minus total cost, right? Okay, you also know that dia kata okay, achieve target is 40,000. Okay, sales the unit sale price has not changed. Okay lah. And so you have dia punya tu 20Q tadi price kali Q, 20Q. And then minus with total cost. Okay, now variable cost increased to 13 and fixed cost increased to 140. Okay, here you have the fixed cost plus variable cost Q. Okay. Kita tunjuk satu-satu ni. Okay, what is the number of fixed cost here now? The old one is 120. This is the old one. Now it increased to 140,000 140. Yang ni 120. So ni 140. Okay, how do you want to solve this problem? Apa dia punya fixed cost now? What is the number of fixed cost? Are you going to add this number 140 plus 120 or you just use 140?
It's 140.
Yes, because the word is 2. Kalau the word is 4, bertambah sebanyak, increase for 30 ringgit per unit. That means you have to, kalau macam variable cost, instead of 12, so you plus with 13. But now increase 2. That means 12 going to 13. So you just use this number je. Tak ada nak kena tambah-tambah. Kalau tak, maybe you get confused. You add the number. Okay, now the fixed cost is only, just use the number here, 140 and plus with the 13 Q. Kalau otherwise, kalau lah dia punya ayat tu increase 4, that means the original is 120 plus the for the fixed cost 120 plus 140. Kalau 4 but now it's only 2. Ini 2 yang ni 2 yang ni. 140. Okay, so just solve the problem. Pindah-pindahkan. So what is the number Q here? You get is okay, this is the quantity for this study. Okay. Okay, senang kan? Okay, masih senang lah, tak ada apa. Okay, so we finish for the break-even point. Only the revision, Only the revision. Okay, now we go to the second part, decision making. Okay, under this decision making, you have to decide if you have the some case study line, they will give you some case study. Maybe the company want to offer you something, the other company lah. The other company want to offer you something about the subcon maybe dia kata you no need to produce that part, that components, I can supply for you. So they have dia punya cost there. So you want to compare with your cost if you want to produce, and also if you want to purchase from the other company. Macam itulah all the case study here. If you want to accept or reject the special offer, if you want to proceed or stop the product, if the product become loss, get the number or they do not have the profit. So you have certain ataupun some numbers of products, and then you want to make a decision, and if you want to proceed or stop the product that give you loss, and also for the make or purchase. Okay. Okay. marginal costing and decision making. Okay, relevant cost. Okay, this is dia punya terms and conditions. Only relevant cost should be considered. Only relevant cost should be considered. Historical cost and sunk cost is not relevant in this analysis. Okay, historical cost and sunk cost. Okay, what is historical cost and sunk cost? Sorry, historical dulu Okay, what is historical cost? Historical cost is a measure of value. Ni I share something kan sini. Okay. Historical cost is a measure of value used in accounting in which the value of an asset on the balance sheet is recorded at its original cost when acquired by the company. Historical cost method is used for fixed asset. Okay, for fixed asset under generally accepted accounting principles. Okay, ni memang terminology in the accounting lah. Historical asset, that means you will use the original cost for fixed asset, and maybe let's say the example for the asset cost macam vehicles, sometimes you have to calculate dia punya depreciation kan. You have the depreciation, susut nilai. So that means in this case, depreciation is not considered. You have to use the original number. Kalau katakan you apa ni, the vehicles, dia punya value is, let's say 100,000. So 100,000 will be listed in this case lah, and not to depreciate it, and not to have the depreciation. Okay, that is historical cost. And then you have the sunk cost. Okay, the sunk cost in economic, a cost that has already been incurred and that cannot be recovered. A sunk cost, sometimes called retrospective cost, refers to an investment already incurred that cannot be recovered. Okay, examples of sunk cost include marketing, research, new software installation, equipment, salaries and benefits of facilities expenses. Okay. This is also under our, kalau pakai T format, it is under expenditure tu kan. Ingat kita ada income expenditure, the left side tu. Profit and loss tu it is under expenditure, overhead under expenditure. Yang hilang macam tu je lah, macam di marketing, research semua ni lah. Salaries, benefit. If you use the I format, it's also, you have this one expenditure juga under the expenditure. And so this is sunk cost. So tadi apa disebut pasal sunk cost tadi? Only relevant cost should be considered. Historical cost and sunk cost is not relevant in this analysis. Oh, faham. So maknanya in this case, the fixed asset, you will use the original number, and for the sunk cost is macam marketing apa benda yang expenditure is not being considered in this analysis. And then similar cost in every alternative may be ignored. Yalah, similar cost tak payahlah, maknanya same je lah kan. So you can ignore. Okay. Okay, this is marginal costing. Okay, ni I have mentioned before. Okay. Okay, now we go to decision to accept or reject a special order. Okay. Case study dia ialah accept or reject a special orders are usually at a lower price than the normal sales price. Need to consider if the company can use the extra unused capacity. Okay, maybe you have the space and you have ada lagi additional space that maybe you can produce. Eh? Okay, you can produce more lah maknanya by using the space tu. Instead of you just produce 10,000, you also can add some more lah, some more unit of production. So you have to see to identify the contribution from the product. Okay. Oh, ni bukan ni customer yang offer. Bukan you have the some space. Customer offer you. You no need to produce. The customer ni dia kata, okay, I can supply. Ni yang tadi, I can supply. So maybe if you want to compare, you compare lah. Dia kata, you compare. If you think that by using the customer ni, so you don't have to think about the material, you don't have to think about dia punya man hour. So you just pay 30 ringgit per unit. Is it worth it or not? Okay, the question is sales price of a product of product A is 20 cent per unit. Total production is 400,000 units. That is 80% of production capacity. Okay, total production cost to produce 400,000 units is 56,000, inclusive of fixed cost 16,000. That means this is the total cost. So you have fixed cost is 60,000 and the rest is variable cost. So you have to deduct lah, tolak dia. Minus 50,000 minus 16, so you get the variable cost. And then a customer offer you one-off purchase 100,000 unit at 13 13 ringgit per unit. Should this offer be accepted? Should be this offer be accepted? Okay, so you have to compare. Okay, first one is the normal production. Okay, the normal production, okay, yang ni dia calculate earlier lah. What is variable cost per unit? Okay, 15 minus 16 and divide by 400,000. So that means the variable cost per unit is 10 cent per unit. Okay, now you go to the format for the marginal costing. Okay, you have the format of sales minus variable cost, you get the contribution, and then you minus with the fixed cost, and then you get the net profit. Okay, now you calculate for the sales. Okay, sales tadi, okay, sales you is 20 cent per unit tau, ini per unit. So you have to times with the multiply with the unit lah. Unit dia 400,000. Okay, 20 400, so you get 80,000. Okay, variable cost is okay. Yang ni 16,000, ni 56. So 56 minus 16, you get the number here, 40,000. Ni variable cost. And then you get the contribution. Just minus these two, you get 40,000. Okay, then you minus with fixed cost. Fixed cost tadi 16,000. So you get 24,000. Okay. Now you want to look at the offer. Extra income if offer is accepted. Sama sales, variable cost and contribution, but without any fixed cost. Okay, sales tadi dia kata kalau orang ni offer the customer offer ni with 100,000 unit with 13 cent per unit. So it is 13,000. And then you have to minus with the variable cost. The variable cost is 100,000 minus 10 cent per unit. So it is 10,000. So the contribution is 3,000. 3,000. Okay, assume the fixed cost is assigned to the normal production. Okay, saya kena tutup. Dia macam bunyi hujan ni kuat sangat. Ya. Dia tak boleh nak concentrate pula tiba. Rasa macam bunyi hujan yang sangat kuat. Mungkin awak tak dengar lah. Saya dengar. Dia mengganggu sikit. Tadi, if I set the special offer 100,000. Ini customer offer to one of purchase, pembelian sekali 100,000 unit. Okay, we can understand dia punya maksud ni. Extra income if offer is accepted. So, boleh faham tak ni? Boleh faham You can understand this one If you, sorry, my kucing. Okay, this is normal production. If normal production, so this is the net profit. And then this is if the offer you accept this offer from this customer, so the contribution is 3,000. So you assume that you accept lah. Okay, assume you accept lah because you can see the contribution is 3,000 ringgit. Itu dia punya maksud lah. Okay, that means kalau you calculate these two, the profit is 24,000 and plus the 3,000 here, so you get the profit is 27,000. 27,000. Okay. Okay, this is for this part lah, decision to accept or reject a special order. Okay. Okay, this is dia punya format tadi, tak ada apa dah. Ini sama ini sama. The same equation actually. Cuma nak tunjuk kat sini. If I accept the offer, we get the extra profit 3,000 and the total profit will be 24,000 plus 3,000. And so you get 27,000. So you accept the offer. Okay. Yang ni tadi you have done dia punya calculation tadi at the previous slides. And how do you get the 10 cent here? How do you get the 10 cent here? Okay, then you go to the decision to continue or discontinue a product. Okay. For a company that produce multi-products, decision may have to be made to discontinue a product that shows loss. If it shows loss, so maybe you can stop dia punya production. Let's say here, you have the example, you produce X, Y, and Z. Okay. And this is dia punya marginal costing punya, sepatutnya lah you have to show the marginal costing. But now this is not the marginal costing. This is sales minus the total cost, you get profit. Macam biasa lah the equation is like the previous one. Profit is the sales minus total cost kan. And then the total cost is fixed cost and variable cost. Q, right? Okay, now you have to convert this equation to the marginal costing. To the marginal costing. Okay lah, I tunjuklah yang ni Jadi kalau bercakap ni rasa macam slow sikit. Okay, ni decision ni. Okay, decision to continue or discontinue. Okay, how to solve these problems? Now the total cost here, you have to split split variable cost and fixed cost so that means dia punya marginal costing lah you have to show dia punya format of marginal costing so you change to marginal costing punya format okay. So apa dia punya marginal costing punya format? Start with sales and then you minus with variable cost. Only the variable cost here is dia kata 23 ni from total cost over 3 times total cost and then you get contribution. Okay, you get the contribution and then you minus with fixed cost. Okay, the fixed. Okay, now go to one by one. X, you have Y and you have Z. Then the total here. Okay, so the sales here is 30, sama lah. Ni 30 ni kali 1000. So that means here you have times with 1000 lah. So 32, 50 and 45. So the total is 127 lah. And then here the total cost is you have use this portion and the portion here and for the variable cost is 2 over 3 and for the fixed cost is 1 over 3 so here the 2 over 3 for total cost of 36 ni okay I put here 2 over 3 times 36 here is 24. This one is 24 and then here 2 over 3 for times 38 is 25 point. Yang ni 36 ni untuk dia untuk yang ni 2 over 3 times 38 tau. And so you get 25 and here 2 over 3 times 34. This one 34. So you will get yang ni 25 sorry ni ada 25.33 and here you have 22.67. Okay, let me this one. Okay, so you get the contribution minus and you get 8. Yang ni minus you get 24.67. Okay, and here the number is 22.33. Okay, what is the tricky now? If you just look at the variable cost, you can see here, this is positive. But here, you can see it is negative. Bracket means negative. So you get lost number lah here. You get, you don't have the profit. You get the loss. you get number ni loss. So but now when you convert it to the marginal costing, you can see it is positive with the assumption that the fixed cost, you just bring forward here the fixed cost dia. Yang ini semua the total is 55. Yang ni tadi 72. Okay, so you get the number, the total number is 55. So variable cost absorb to the total here, absorb to the total here. The total is tadi 1/3, 1/3 times this one, 108. 108. So pergi sini semua. So this is 36. So you minus this one, so you get 19. You get 19. The same. It is the same. You can see the net profit is 90. But the issue now is, do you want to proceed producing this X? Dia punya soalan. Awak nak teruskan juga ke keluarkan produk X? If you see like this one, yes, you have to stop that. You have to stop it. But if you convert to the marginal costing, you can see still you get the profit 8,000. Walaupun tak besar macam orang ni, tapi dapat ni. Kenapa? And why? We just consider to this part, not one by one, by using the product by by the category of yang produk-produk ni. Kenapa kita tak bagi ke X, Y, Z? Tapi kita kata sekarang ni share je, terus je. Total cost 36 tu dekat sebelah hujung. Kenapa? Why? What is the fixed cost here? Contoh. Rental lagi. Vehicles, right? Banyak lagi kan. Building rental boleh lah. Building pun boleh lah. Apa semua kan. Komputer ke apa benda semua kan. Semua ni. That means, if you do not produce this thing, you still have to pay this fixed cost. Still have to pay the fixed cost. And rather than you pay, you calculate one by one like this one, and you just accumulate. You just accumulate. Accumulate the fixed cost to the last one here. So you can see, this is profit. Faham? So this is the art of business, strategy of the business. Okay, so the result, X still give profit. Still give profit. How many? 8,000 ringgit. If discontinued ataupun terminate, if discontinue, if you discontinue, the profit is only how many? Okay, 19 minus 8. So 11,000. Maknanya, if you don't want to produce X, you don't want to produce X, your profit here 8,000, you not receive lah. You do not receive this 8,000. But if you produce, you get the extra 8,000. X still give profit 8,000. If this discontinue ataupun if terminate, the profit is only 11,000. Boleh? Boleh?
Boleh kata.
Okay. Nak lagi kan? Okay. Okay, the last one. This one is tadi nak decide. Terminate, nak decide continue or discontinue. Okay, now the last one. Nak habis dah kita. Okay, decision. To make or buy. Saya tunjuklah dia punya slide sama ni. Okay, now decision to make or buy. Alamak, Syawir, awak rakam Saya lupa nak tekan tadi rakam screen tadi. Lupa. Alah. Tak apa, nasib baik ada Syawir. Okay, decision to make or buy. A total of 50,000 units of product K is produced. And the cost data are as follows. Okay, so you have this one is variable cost. Material is variable cost. Labor is variable cost. Variable overhead is also variable cost lah. And then you have the fixed overhead, total cost. Okay, in your mind, you want to separate the fixed cost, right? You want to separate the fixed cost, but fixed cost, even though you want to produce or not, still you have to pay. And still you have to you use dia punya tu dalam bentuk fixed horizontal. Dia remain dia punya number tu. Still kena bayar juga. Okay, so now product K may be bought from a supplier at the price of RM7.75 per unit. Should product K be discontinued and just buy it from the supplier when needed? Ini maknanya produk K ni patut dihentikan, hanya beli dekat supplier je. Oh ni yang supplier tadi. Hanya beli kat supplier saja bila diperlukan. Sometimes it is worth it. You just ask someone to supply to you. Because we don't have to think of dia punya yang lain-lain tu lah. Macam tadi kata mungkin material cost dia ke wages kan, machine, kadang-kadang tak perlu fikir benda-benda tu. But it is worth it or not? Dia tanya. Worth it or not? So how to solve this problem? Okay, this one. Okay, still you use this number juga make or buy. Ni solution for make or buy tadi. Okay. Okay, if you produce first, you look at if you produce. If produce. Okay. So you will take dia punya material. Jadi dia berapa? RM2.50. And also labor. Labor ni OR kadang OUR kan. 125. And also variable overhead. 175. Okay, what about fixed overhead? Do you want to consider or not? Ini macam short punya ni tau, short term decision tau. Dia terus tengok marginal costing punya style. But not the marginal costing for this thing, fixed overhead ni, how do you want to do? Do you want to consider or not? In this case, no need to consider. Sebab sekarang ni nak berlawan dengan ni yang produk K ni. You want to buy from supplier or you just produce. Okay, if you just take this one without any fixed cost, then you can calculate dia punya number is RM5.50. RM5.50. Okay. Tadi supplier dia offer RM7.75. So you can see the difference. And this is when you want to make, and this one you want to buy. Ni make, ni buy. Okay. So ni buy from supplier. This one is you want to make. So you can see dia punya beza dia RM7.75 and RM5.50. 55. So you compare the difference. You compare the difference. You can see that if supplier need to justify tau. Ni if you want to justify. So if you use supplier, so 70, 75, 7 ringgit 75. And if you want to produce, the cost is 5 ringgit 50 cents. So you have the extra ataupun you can save 2 ringgit 25 cent. This one is self-made lah. Ni you can save the money. 2 ringgit. Okay, now you convert 2 ringgit 25 ni, if you time with the units here and 50,000, so actually you can save the money 112,000 ringgit. Ni sebenarnya that you can save. Can you see? So it is suggested what? What you want to suggest? To what? To continue or to continue produce or to buy from the supplier? Jawablah, dah nak habis dah ni. Ni dah last dah ni. Lepas ni tak ada kelas lah. To continue. Shall we jawab to continue? Okay, so it is suggested to continue making the owner. Okay. By the company. Ada question? Tak ada kan? Senang je kan? Ada last macam you want to justify je. You want if you say yes you accept ke, you want to make ke, ataupun you want to buy ke apa benda pun, you have to justify. How to justify? By doing some analysis. So how to do the analysis? By doing maybe the graph, maybe the equation, or maybe by using the marginal costing. Okay? Okay dah. Okay, habislah. Tak ada dah. Okay, I think that's all for our financial costing. Okay, any question? Tak ada question? Your test 2 will be on what? What is the tarikh? Lupa dah. Sekejap, kita tengok balik. Ekonomi. Kita decide what is the ni. Okay, 9 PM on 21st June. 21st June, 9 PM. Boleh semua orang? 21st June, 9 PM because you have to choose kan masa tu in the morning or at night. So we have to decide it is at night because some of you have something. I don't want to mention lah apa benda tapi something lah dia terlibat dengan macam ni lah macam persatuan macam ada yang macam awak lah yang selalu ada persatuan semua tu lah. So I need to consider that. That's why it is no harm if you make it at night. Kalau morning ni ada harm juga pada setengah orang. Jadi macam saya tak baik jugalah. Okay. Okay, any question? We have done all the topics. All the topic. Actually, you have some more. One more. It is variance analysis. But I don't want to give you many things. Sebab yang tu pun rasa macam it's okay if I don't want to consider because dia mungkin tak berapa effect lah in our ni punya. Okey, senyap sangatlah kelas. Macam meriah sikit. Kat tangan je. Okey, I nak tengok berapa orang sebenarnya kita ni. 39. Actually, engineering economy, we have 52 or 53. One class is 53. The other one is 52. Either one 52 or 53. But now you have 39. What happened to the rest? Kenapa Daniel tunjuk kura-kura? You can still catch dia punya course ni apa Daniel tadi? Ke tertekan? Awak tertekan ke gambar kura-kura tu? Macam mana awak boleh dapat kura-kura? Sekejap tengok ada tak? Oh ada. Okay. Tunjuklah rabbit. Okay. Econ pun tunjuk kura-kura. Kenapa? Must be a reason. Still sleepy. Oh, okay. Okay, still sleepy. Okay. I think I have to check lah one by one your attendance. Actually, but what I done is only take your attendance without any analysis. But I think I have to sit down and look at your attendance. If your attendance is not fulfill the 80%, so I think I have to take some action. Maybe you cannot go to final exam. You want me to do like that? No. Because I can see the trend actually. The trend is tak tahu kenapa cannot reach 50. So now you can see 39 minus me 38. Only 38 student. No. Okay, my name is 2. So 37. That means 37 only. Okay. So this is our last class. This is our last class. Okay. And now we still have the time. I want you. Do you have the EPP punya form? Do you know how to apa tu? Sekejap saya tak nampak rupanya. Stop. Mana saya kena stop kat mana? Apa dah? Oh sini. I have to stop dekat. Okay. So tak nampak muka saya.